All right. Okay. I'll make it. These famous words from Jimmy Chitwood can teach us all a little bit about confidence. The 1986 movie Hoosiers is one of the most iconic sports movies and debatably one of the best basketball movies ever filmed. Based in 1951 in a very small Indiana town, new head coach, Coach Dale, tries to run his team his way, even though that the whole crowd is against him. Through multiple series of events, the coach uses basketball to bond with his town, his school, and most importantly, his players, forming all of his players into better men on their way to a state championship. This is a true underdog story that will make your heart warm simply just by making you feel happy inside. The best part is whenever the coach goes to this kid Jimmy's house, who was the star player last year but decided not to play this year because the old head coach died and was like a father to him. So he goes to him and he explains how much he likes to win, but it's his own choice and he's not going to make anyone else do something they don't want to do. Like Jimmy didn't want to play basketball this year just because he wants to win. So he told Jimmy that he didn't have to play basketball, and that was like a big moment for him. Character development. Coach Dale went from being a hard ass to accepting that he can do things other people's way at the end, and like the state championship, whenever he trusts Jimmy to take the last shot. The players, they go from being selfish, being, bad people, to think of each other, and that's like on and off the court. Themes, there's three main themes that I found. Was like being confident but still staying humble, not being cocky and all stuff like that. Focusing on effort over outcome. I think there's a quote in there where he says that he'd rather have effort than outcome. And that basketball or any sport can be more than just a game. The struggle is human versus human, specifically human versus a lot of humans, because it's the new head coach trying to run things his way, even though the school has done it this certain way for a long time and people didn't like change, and so there's a lot of conflict going on. He really butt heads with like the entire town, and no one could really see what he was thinking until the end whenever they started winning. Eventually, this gets solved by Jimmy deciding to play basketball after he realizes what the coach is trying to do and that what he's doing is good and he wants to be a part of that. The cinematography, it's very old school, like very dramatic. Whenever there's like 5 seconds left on the clock, it slows down and stuff like that. It shows like slow motion and dramatic music during like late game moments, like I just said. It affects the suspense and allows you to like get more into those movies like that and like those moments. The genre, it's a pretty typical, sports underdog genre. It's not very basic though. It was kind of one of the first ones to be like that. It wasn't like, they go to the state championship and their star gets injured and then this or that. It's kind of just how they worked their way up to this goal and how they worked hard to get there. No bad guy tried to cheat like Karate Kid or something like that. It's a very good, and in my eyes, I think it's a very important movie. So in conclusion, I think you can learn a lot from this movie. I think that the themes of this movie are very important for people to know. I think it's a very good movie, very entertaining, and really like helps you learn like how to work together, how to see other points of views, and how to like accept change, and stuff like that. Which leads us back to our quote, which is "I'll make it," showing that confidence that he had and how you need to show that too.